and I'm very excited about it.
Hula hoop.
Time to get back to work.
We're Erin and Brandon. If you missed our last episode, we finished building our upper cabinets and are moving on to the plumbing and bed frame. As we keep pushing forward on this van conversion and this space slowly becomes a tiny home, our to-do list grows and grows each day.
The next step on our van build journey is to install the water tank. To do this, I'm going to have to start the plumbing, but I won't be able to finish the plumbing because we don't have the sink in yet. But I can at least get the water tank situated so that then everything in the garage area is finished and I can frame the bed over top of it. I want to ride in on the highs of finishing the cabinets and that going really well, and hopefully that transfers to the next project. I need to clean up the mess that is the van right now. Let's get started. The van is nice and sweeped out. I'm sweaty and it's time to start working. Now that we've got Wi-Fi in the van, I can plan the next moves while I'm sitting in the van. I've got the router, I've got fans, even cabinets to store things in while I sit here and plan out what I'm doing next. It's honestly really nice to have gotten this far along in the project that things are just working, and it makes it easier to move forward now that I've got some things built, especially the electricity. If you're doing a van build, I know it's a huge challenge, but just get the electricity done. It makes everything else so much easier. I've gotten the pump hooked up to the accumulator, hooked up to a filter, and then these are sound reducing lines, but I'm just trying to get everything put together and make sure it all fits.
Oh, look at you all locked up in here with your chair.
Where are you coming back from?
I'm coming back from teaching Dad's Fitness at Backyard Players. Shout out to everyone at BYP.
You know what that's called?
Piping?
PEX. I don't know what it stands
AKA
for.
a hula hoop. Oh.
And we've got 100 feet of it.
Woo!
Time for dinner?
Time for dinner. Bye!
You're gonna leave me in here? No!
This is my lovely, talented mother, who's always very creative. So we're making some pillow coverings for the van, just so when we can start decorating, we have some pops of color and ideas to already start with. So all of this fabric is from Schumacher, which my friend Gab gave me some samples of. We just got a new comforter from Home Goods today, so hopefully it'll all look good in the end. I haven't sewn since high school, probably. All right, Mom, it's finished.
The first thing on the agenda today is to clean off the solar panels. Right now they're sitting in direct sun and they're not pulling in any power, which has me a bit nervous. They've worked well so far, but they are very dirty, so I'm gonna clean them off and hopefully then they start producing power again. If not, I'm not gonna be very happy. We'll see what happens. I finally got the base for the water tank built. I'm pretty much done with the structural component of it. I need to add straps, heavy duty straps, that'll help keep it in place and stop the tank from bowing in the center. Since it's a plastic tank, it doesn't have that much structural integrity, so that's why I've got these 2x4 support beams that will help beef it up when it's full of water. I'll be attaching this to the wall and attaching that down there, and it should help the tank not bow in the center. I'm still waiting for a couple plumbing fittings to come in. Hopefully when the plumbing comes in, we can kind of get the under the bed portion done, and then I could frame the bed. We could actually put a mattress in here and sleep in here if we wanted to. I completed a couple jobs I've wanted to get done for a while, including putting the latches onto the battery box, and also finally covering up this last section right above the inverter, putting some hinges on and the latch on that as well. So now the battery side is 100% officially complete, and I can really focus my energy elsewhere in the garage area. I was being a bit lazy this morning because I was waiting for some things to get delivered, but now that they've been delivered, it's time to get to work. I want to finish this water tank today. Every time I say that, it doesn't happen. We'll see what happens. I've installed the heavy-duty straps to serve two purposes. One, to keep the tank in place, but also to stop the tank from bowing in the center. Now I'm going to test the plumbing fixtures that I ordered and start getting the plumbing going on the front end of the tank, so that then eventually we can connect the plumbing into the sink.
So after Brandon set up the water tank today, we want to make sure that the hookup will actually work and bring water from a hose into the tank. So we're gonna try that out by bringing the hose from the side of my house around to the van. Hose is ready. Looks like everything Brandon did today works, so we're crossing our fingers, hoping that nothing leaks overnight. But if it does, we'll find out in the morning.
Today my plan is to mount the pump and the accumulator and get all the lines ready to hook up. I'm still waiting for a couple things in the mail. Basically, once I have that set up, we'll have the run from the tank to the pump to the sink. Although the sink doesn't exist yet, that'll be the next project. But then I'll be able to build a box around the water tank and check it off as another item done on the list to get this van build done. Got the pump and the accumulator mounted, and now I'm going to run power to the pump. That's going to be on a switch so that we can turn it off and on, so that we don't drain our battery just from powering the pump when we actually don't need it. But I'm going to run the line to it right now, get it hooked up, and then attach the lines to either side, and I'm going to effectively call that done for now. We're not actually going to run water through the pump today. There's still more setup to be done, so one step at a time. The pump is now wired up. It's going to head back to the switch, and I haven't hooked the switch up yet because I don't actually want to put power on the pump yet, because you don't want to run a pump dry. So that's about all that I'm doing for right now until we get the proper fittings so that we can get water to the pump. Hopefully that'll come in the mail tomorrow. For now, that's all I'm doing on the pump. Moving forward with the plumbing, I got this main line connected up to the pump and the accumulator, and then on the other side of the accumulator I added a T-fitting so that one line could be this line that comes back to our shower that will eventually be on the door, and then the other side will lead to the sink, which will be over there. I think I have enough done that I can start boxing up the water tank and start putting the wood around it, which will really make it come together. Time to get started. So now I just need to put some screws in, and then the wheel well is done. I don't have to think about it anymore, and I can just focus on actually framing out the water tank. But as you can see, Erin's back because she's holding the camera. She was at the beach, relaxing. Isn't that right, Ren?
Okay. No, don't film me. My hair is terrible right now.
She's got beachy hair. I'm gonna keep trucking along. Is it almost dinner time or something?
Well, we could have cheese and wine.
Cheese and wine would be good. Time to get back to work. The box for the water tank is finally done, so that means I can finish up some of the plumbing in the back here. And I purposely left a sight hole in the middle so that you can see the level of the tank or make any adjustments on the water tank that I need to. And tomorrow I can move on to framing the bed, which is really exciting. It's something that I feel like has always been so far off in my mind that, oh, we have to do this, we have to do this, we have to do this, but it's actually coming soon, and I'm very excited about it. We'll see you tomorrow.
I have no idea how Brandon is working in this heat. It's about 95 degrees out and he is just going off right now. I am really proud of you, but I also think you're a bit of a crazy man.
The project's not going to get done if I don't work on it, so whether
And
it's hot or
that's
what.
why he's in charge of the project and not me. I'm happy that you're in charge.
Me too. I'm finished. Kind of.
So the bed's not completely finished. We're still waiting for our mattress to come in the mail, but I just wanted to set it up and see what it would be like, and I am loving it. I can't wait to sleep out here and finally make this our tiny home. So make sure to subscribe, stay tuned, and we'll see you next week.
I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to fit, so that's a huge plus. Today I'm just planning the plumbing and planning the plumbing. That's
Yeah.